You got a spending problem, bro. You got a massive fucking spending problem. Okay? You know it. I know it. They know it. Why do they know it? Because you never have any fucking money. That's the issue, right? So here's the deal. You can make as much money as you want, but if you got a spending problem, you won't have any money, okay? The basics of money, from what I understand, and mind you, I'm not like a cajillionaire, okay? Maybe one day. Maybe when you're watching this video, I'll be a cajillionaire. But the poor people spend money, okay? You're like, poor. You use the word poor, you bastard. Poor people spend money, okay? If they see a bag of chips and they're like, I want that bag of chips, and they buy that shit, even though they don't have any money, okay? They're like, oh, those sneakers, dude. Those fake eyelashes, man. I gotta get that. What are they buying these days? Facial. Probably facial. Oh my god, I gotta get that facial. It's gonna make me more beautiful. Every time I facial, dude, I'm just gonna facial all over. Okay, really, really bad idea. Okay, so here's the deal. All right, in general, poor people spend money. Okay, because that's all you're focused on. You're like, I just buy things and my life is good. Okay, I buy things. Middle class people save money. Okay, so they think, I'm done buying things because this is all I got. Look at this little, dude, what am I supposed to, this is it. I gotta save it. I gotta hoard it. I gotta put it away. I gotta put it in a hole. Okay, so no one can touch it. All right, just so I know that it's gonna be safe. All right, and then I'll also buy stuff. And I won't touch that thing. They don't believe in more. Middle class doesn't believe in more. Middle class is like, I'm good. This is it. I put my little shit aside and I'll have it tomorrow. Funny part is they don't realize that everyone knows where their shit is. Everyone and their mother knows where the middle class's money is. It's in a bank or in some closet somewhere, and they know how to get it out. In fact, the banks are already using the money, which is the funniest part. Rich people invest, because rich people understand that when you put things in, when you put in your energy, when you put in your time, when you put in your emotions, that you can make more than there was before that stuff was put in. Meaning that the sum is greater than its parts. Right? That when two people get together, they're not just 2 times as effective, they're like 10 times as effective. Right? If their core values and their execution match up. So rich people understand that when I plant a tree, it's gonna grow if I give it the right environment. And sooner or later, it might provide me with some shade. That's awesome. In fact, that's better than me holding on to the seeds in some dark closet somewhere, hoping for an apocalypse so that they can be useful. Now, there's a 4th class of person. That's a wealthy person. And for the most part, I'm gonna educate every single point of view, and ideally myself and my environment, to be wealthy. Why? Because when you aim for the stars, you land on a cloud. So choose middle class or rich, and if you aim for wealthy, you'll probably land in those two somewhere. Now, wealthy end up giving their money away. You're like, what, bro? I don't have any money. How can I give it away? Well, that's where the weird spiritual paradox of life lies. I made a couple videos a while back where I said emotions are one of the most important things that we ever have as human beings. As it turns out, they are, but you have to harness them. You have to figure out what it is that makes you special and incredible, and believe in that thing and nurture that thing. And then, whatever that thing is, you got to give it away as much as possible. And the universe has this weird way of giving you more of that thing back. When you do it with an open, genuine heart, it just works. Now, that's not to say that if you made your first $100 to go and give it away. But there is a proverb that's actually has come up in a movie that I watched recently. I think there was like a general, and there was like one of these prophets like in Islam or something. And the general like owned like all of this like massive kingdom, and he had like all this shit. And this other dude had like a like a hut, and he had like a family and stuff. And the general's like, all right, let's make a bet about something happening in the environment, something important that probably impacted the lives of the poor people a lot more. He said, what do you wager on this bet? And the poor man, the prophetic man, he said, I am willing to wager everything that I own, including my wife, my kid, my belongings. And the rich man looked at this guy and he said, I'm so sorry, you've already won. Because when it comes down to it, guys, the depth of your giving is really proportional to, I guess how much you understand pain, right? Like how much you understand losing things. It's very, very important to continue to give in life. For God's sake, it'll make you feel better. It's therapy. But don't give it all away. Try to build some shit first, and then give passively. Make it a part of your character. And you'll find that you'll probably have more money than you know what to do with. There was a last thing I'll say is there was a nonprofit event that I went to, and I donated some stuff. And the guy on stage, he said, any of you that have donated before, tell me now. You can stand in front of this room right now and tell me that you have less money than you've had after you donated. That you have less money because you donated. The reality is, dude, no one stood up. Even if they might technically have less money, it's not really about the money. You know? Save your shit, right? Move up in rank. You have to go from poor to middle class to rich. It doesn't just go poor to rich, because a poor person doesn't have enough money to invest. Middle class can't go to wealthy because they don't understand what it means to invest. They don't understand what it means to take away from that pot that they're hiding. Okay, so you got to work your way up. But wherever you're at mentality-wise, you got to sacrifice a part of yourself. Otherwise, I mean, you're just not going to make progress. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. Take care.